Okay, when you guys get your clippers out, you'll have guards. Pay attention to what the lengths are on those. They'll say 1 inch. I do Tim's hair pretty short, so I'm going to start out with a 1. When you go to use your clippers, when you want on their head, you want it flat against this surface right here and run it up. This is what your length is going to be between here and the blades. Some of you will have this. This can make it longer or shorter, which will help blend lines if you get any lines. So, film straight on, Gavin.
From over here?
One of the important things when you start off on the sides is you look at where their head comes in. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold it against that, and then when you hit that ridge right there, you're just going to go straight up. You're not going to go follow the head in. That's going to give you a really short buzz cut. You want to leave those edges from the side of their head up. So when you go around, he's got a lot of hair that needs to come off. So you go around like that. You see where I'm holding it like that, and see where I come up and I go up. I don't follow it into the head. That gives you a little bit of that weight line, and I know you probably don't want a real heavy weight line. Matthew, I don't know if your hair is disconnected or not, but that's where you want to stop, wherever the head comes in. You go back and I'll show you how to fade it out. Mind you, this is very, very basic. This isn't going to be a fancy clipper cut. And I'm kind of going fast through this so I can get to the next section so you guys aren't bored watching me. So again, see where I leave it flat to that, and I take it up and I just keep going. I don't follow that ridge across. So it does give it okay. So when you get to that, when you have it all with your weight line around right there on the parietal ridge, you will take your next, I've been doing a 2 because that last one was a 1, so I'm doing a 2. Do the next step up. Then you really go in here and hit that spot. You don't follow it around though. You just go in there and pick up that hair, and if you have to come and take it at an angle, just don't turn it that way. Make sure you're still holding it flat. You want this to be kind of square. Same thing when you come to the back. Come to the back, Gavin. You're going to end up with a little bit of a line like this. I'm going to show you how to blend that out if you find that your line is heavier by doing this. As you come around, just don't follow that curve in. Remember to take it straight up. Okay, so in the event that that line is really bad, sorry, my clippers are new, they're really stiff. If you have the kick on it, it's forward, and you pull it back, that'll give you a half, so you can kind of go in and lightly fade a little bit of those lines out like that. If you have to, you know, take them at an angle a little bit. They're kind of an in-between of what that, it makes it more like a 1.5. So you can pull that line out of there. Now, some of you may want to just stop here. You could probably get away with leaving the top if you've got that blended in, as long as I put product in it and style it. You'll want to go through and finish it out. You'll go around the ears like that, just around the edges. And normally I have a little bit smaller of a clipper to do that with, but you just want to barely follow that line. And then when you come to the back like this, make sure you take this line all the way down, and that's the hair you're going to pull away. The clippers aren't good enough to do that. Go across, and I would have them put their head down, and I would start in the center and pull away and follow that line around, and you end up with the real block edge. You want to go just take a little bit of that corner off. Tim doesn't have a real good hairline to show blocked off very well because he doesn't have very much hair back there. You kind of get the idea. Follow that. So come over to this side, and again, we're going to follow around the ear. Just clean up that edge a little bit and follow this straight down like that. And then block that corner. Okay, now if you guys are going to cut the top and you want a really long, you want it to be a little bit longer on the top. I'm going to use an 8 so you get an idea of what it is. This is the 1 inch. I don't ever really do the front of Tim's hair very short. But you can see that doesn't take a whole lot off of what he had. Give it a little bit longer. You could use a 6 and get it a little bit shorter. You guys will need a comb at certain points just because the hair will pull away from certain angles that you take it on. Go back around to the front for me. Okay, so now that that's done, you'll see there's a little bit of a weight line right there. If you're brave enough to do this next step, remember I said earlier we were holding it flat to here and you didn't want to follow it here. If you pick this hair up on the side and you see that little corner that comes, you pull, like this is all that flat area right there. If you go through and you pull that up and that itty bitty corner right there, you go and take that corner off. See how that softens that? You just kind of have to keep doing it over and over and over. And I would say take as little as possible when you do it, because you take a big one and you end up with a big sunken spot right there. This is not going to be a fantastic haircut. This is just a haircut to buy you a little bit of time, maybe use a little bit of extra product. But it'll make you feel a little bit better, especially just to clean up around the ears. Just have to remember your guideline's already there. Just take little bits of it and follow it. Okay, thanks, guys.